What's up, YouTube? MC Basketball IQ back with another upload today. We're going to break down this Missouri game, which quite frankly should have been a win for the Gators. You're going into that looking at it on paper, even within the flow of the game, and they gave you every opportunity to win a game that maybe you weren't really locked in and prepared to compete for. But to me, everybody points at the three-point shooting. I think we lost this game on the defensive end of the court. Let's jump into the clips and I'll show you why here.
Man, I think everybody's got this one wrong. I think Todd Golden will go back and look at it and he'll admit that it wasn't the shooting that lost us the game, man. We always shoot poorly. That's just who we are, and we're still a good team. We are not a bad defensive team. We played poorly on defense this game. So to me, it's all about defense, defense, defense. Looking at the numbers, man, we gave up 1.12 points per possession. That means over 100 possessions, we gave up 112 points. The goal for most teams, at least the teams I've worked for in the past, we want to score 1.1 points per possession throughout every game. Like, that's our offensive goal. Defensively, we'd love to be at the 0.9 number, but if you're playing in the SEC, that's not going to be a realistic number. You're probably looking at trying to keep people around the 1.00 range, but nonetheless, 1.12 is going to make it really difficult to win. Last year, almost every SEC win came with us giving up less than 1.02 points per possession, and that's winning basketball. 1.12 is going to lose you a lot of games. I've broken this down into a few sections here. We're going to talk about three-point defense first. It's number 17, Stone from Missouri. He's a 40% shooter on the year. You cannot let him get a shot off. He is a hot closeout. He's a Curry closeout. This is good defense against almost every other player you're going to face. But against these hot and Curry closeouts, to me, if he shoots the ball, you're wrong. If he can get a shot off, you are wrong as the defender. And I cut it off a little early here, but you'll see, I think Todd Golden agrees with me because he throws his hands. He's very upset after Tommy did not shut off the airspace to let that one fly there. Here we go. Next clip, next shot he gets here. This is just Boogie Flan. I don't know what you're doing, man. What are you doing? You're guarding the best shooter on the court for either team. At this point, man, like, if you're going to be a bad three-point shooting team, you can't give up rhythm, catch and shoot threes. You are relaxed. You have no idea where he is. They throw it to him. You're late. That's all on you. That is a terrible defensive possession. This one doesn't bite us. I thought this was a really good tidbit here as you watch some of these teams that get in this four across low alignment. They'll pop this big to the elbow for this catch. And through scouting, Xavier Lee was ready for it. He just happened to miss it and gave up a wide open three to another pretty good shooter. I think he hits a really big shot later in this game. Here we go on defense here. You got to sprint back to the level of the ball, below the ball, and communicate. Obviously, if you're trailing the play, you don't see everything. So look at Tommy here. Notice there's two players behind him. Micah has loaded over the ball, which is great. You stop the dribble. And at this point, he's got to be able to direct traffic. He's looking back. He sees his two options for who he can go take and who he can direct Tommy to go take. And as you're getting back in transition from Missouri, you're identifying number 0 and number 17 as early as possible. These are the two most prolific scorers on their roster, and you have to identify them. You have to get the matchup set, and it's only going to be a 5-man in an emergency. At this point, I don't think this is an emergency. You could have told Tommy to take 0 as you picked up 11 there, and Micah doesn't do it. He doesn't demand the floor like he needs to here. Puts him in a tough matchup. It's not a great shot, but at the end of the day, number 0 is very comfortable there. He knew he was going to have the matchup he wanted and just got to his spots. So this one, I was a little confused on. I remember watching Trent Burns in high school, man. He was a 7-foot plus shooter. That was his rep as a shooter. He's only 1 for 4 in the year this year, so I get that his numbers don't look like he is exactly that. Missouri also plays a ton of guys, man. You got to understand, he's probably not getting the minutes in every matchup. It's a very game-by-game basis for who Dennis Gates is going to put in. He is 1 for 4 in the year, but his rep is a shooter. He's not beating you any other way on offense. Sapphire here tells Tommy to back up. I'm not really sure why. And it leads to this easy pin-in for just a warm-up rhythm 3. I get that Todd Golden's pissed about the screen here. I can't be mad at the refs not calling that. That's pretty ticky-tack. There's no reason you should have somebody sagging off a shooter almost to the charge circle, giving him this wide open warm up shot. To me, that's on coaching. I don't know if Todd agrees with Sapphire in this situation, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's a blunder that cost us 3 points, and at the end of the day, we lost by 2. So every possession is really critical here. We've got another one here. It's a huge shot for Missouri, and it's just a lack of discipline, effort. Boogie's floating again. It leads to this exchange between him and Tommy where, to me, Tommy's unsure. That little hesitation you see there. He doesn't know if he should leave 0 and go with the guy that can hit a shot. He doesn't know what Boogie sees. He's trying to communicate it. He gets out there a little bit on his heels now, gives up this tough shot that's just critical timing for this. You finally fought back in this game. You were up. Now you're back down by 4 in the blink of an eye. I mean, we've got one more here, I think, at the end of the game where it's just ultra crunch time, and you've got to be so locked in when it comes down to these possessions. All right, here we go. 30 seconds left in the game. I haven't seen Boogie go under a ball screen against number 0 all day. He's been getting killed on it because he's been going over the top and getting stuck on number 0's back when he gets a hostage dribble going. And Boogie's kind of been in jail. I don't know if he's been fighting as hard as he could to get back in front, but nonetheless, maybe this is an adjustment from the coaching staff. To go under this ball screen here, you're giving Missouri's best scorer a great look at the rim, an unaffected look at the rim for 3 that really puts the game away. I mean, he banks it in. You can call it unlucky if you want, but you're playing with fire at that point, and we got burned. This is the next category of clips I had for us. I think we were outmatched from a size, physicality, and ability standpoint. Man, there was mismatches all over the court from a team that on paper is pretty talented, but I mean, we're supposed to be one of the best rosters in college basketball, and we definitely did not look like it today. We've got a size mismatch not in the favor of Florida. So to me, I've been clamoring to play Tommy at the 4 more all season, but in a game like this where they're going to go ultra big, you've got to match it. And right here is the first taste of just kind of getting bullied. We've got Cruz, who to me is more of a 4-man, but he's playing the 2. He's getting guarded by Xavier Lee and just whips him on the post, and just a nice, easy layup. This is something Missouri's done a lot in the past, especially last year with Mitchell. They set this little guard to forward step-up screen, and the best defense I've always seen against this is to hedge it, put 2 on the ball, make this 4 or 5-man, whoever it is, make a playmaking play. It's not their natural ability most of the time, and it gets the ball out of their hands, it diffuses the action, and you're on to the next defensive set. But here, it's more of a ghost brush screen, but clips him, puts Condon on his heels, puts Mark Mitchell in a really good position where he can just go make a play. So here we got Tommy at the 4, and we've got 3 guards on the court. Once again, they see the size mismatch. To me, this is a 4-man at his best position in Cruz. He just takes Urban to the post and gets him in a good position to draw a foul. Another action here to post number 35 for Missouri. He's been killing our guards this whole time. At some point, I would think Coach Golden would start subbing in another forward to move Tommy to the 3 to guard this guy so he can't just post us up all game long. We get called for another foul here. Maybe Tommy's there on the backside, maybe he's not, but I mean, I'd at least appreciate the fight from Isaiah Brown there. So to me, this is kind of the story of the game here is bully ball. We are supposed to have the most physical, imposing front court, if not in the SEC, in the country. Like, we can't take this contact, get moved under the rim, put 2 on the ball. They just play buddy ball here. Another big man gets it, pivots right back, and now he bullies Ruben. Gets another look at the rim, 2 feet in the charge circle, easy layup. And that was the forwards on the last clip, but this was across the board, man. We were getting punked out 1 through 5 in this game. And right here, number 0 going up against our number 0. One of them just looks stronger than the other. All right, here we go again. A size mismatch. We've got Tommy at the 4 guarding their 5-man. He's a 7-footer. He's physical. He's not a prolific scorer, but man, like I said with even Ruben, if you let him get 2 feet in the paint, It's a tough battle to win. Maybe got away with the travel, maybe got away with a hold by Tommy. Nonetheless, we get called for a foul. It's 2 free throws. Just another action here. I talked about Boogie getting killed going over these screens. He goes over here, gets stuck on number zero's back, and watch the center for Missouri. He's not looking to roll to score. He's not looking to do anything except take out this help and allow number zero for Missouri to get to the rim and just get an uncontested layup at that point. Another example, Flank getting stuck behind. This ends up being a tough shot regardless because we had to emergency switch it. Condon does a great job recognizing it. But watch this Gortat by the 5-man. He just takes Ruben out, forcing Condon to step up. We get a pivot back around for a fadeaway, mid-range shot. You play the numbers on that, it's a tough shot, but we're letting number zero, again, their best scorer, get to the spots that he wants to get to. Now, here's a good example. I think we can live with this all day long. It's we finally got the matchups we wanted. We've got 2 forwards in the game. We've got Tommy guarding 35, and this is the shot it leads to. And yeah, this one goes in. But if this is the shot he's taking all game, he doesn't hurt you nearly as bad as he has the rest of the game, posting up, drawing fouls, and getting layups at the rim. All right, effort and discipline in this game was lacking. It's the most concerning thing I saw in this game, and it's really got me wondering if this team's starting to fall apart at the seams a little bit. And I get it, the frustration's there, you're not making shots, but it can't affect your effort, it can't affect your discipline. This was a theme for us all game. I don't know what ball screen coverage we were going through when they got to the Spain action, but they were giving us fits with it for a long time. A lot of the time, when I see this being switched out, the low guard is calling Spain, 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 or whatever the play call is for this, for their offense, so that number 21 knows he's no longer in ball screen coverage. He's getting back attached to the roll man, and we're going to switch guard to guard here, and Boogie will switch to number 35. Here, I don't really know what we're doing. Condon looks confused, and nobody's there to help. We get a foul called on us at the rim. Here we go again. They bump this pin down to get to their Spain action a lot. It's something that they should be pretty well aware of. I mean, it's a pretty high volume play for Missouri's offense. But here we go. We're in it again. Xavier Lee needs to be calling out Spain, 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 letting Ruben know he's got to get back attached to 25 so they can't throw the lob. And then the guard's got to figure out, are they switching or are they not? So Ruben kind of hesitates for a second. Now he's going under this screen instead of getting attached. Xavier Lee's a little late. He doesn't know what he's supposed to do, if he's supposed to help. If he's not, he gets called for this hold here. And again, ticky-tack, but I mean, we're getting called for stuff like this all year. You got to expect it at this point. And that's 2 more free throws. Spain coverage again. Now we're in the second half here. Let's see if we get it fixed. We're calling it. Condon still gets clipped. He's a little late getting back to his man. Xavier Lee waves an arm at the guard, dribbling right at him. I don't know what the coverage that they're telling these guys to do, but this cannot be it. All right, here we go. 9:50 left in the game. We finally get this coverage right. And if this was the coverage from the beginning, we were way off. If this is finally us just saying, hey, go back to the way we know how to guard this, then great. I mean, we figured it out eventually. We realized we weren't getting the new coverage done. But to me, this is how it needs to look every single time. Boogie gets clipped, and that's fine because you're yelling out Spain, Spain, Spain. He's going to find Tommy's guy. Tommy's jumping out. He's taking the ball, and everybody's home. The action's diffused, and we're on to the next set. So I'm going to talk a little bit about effort here and discipline. This is the first half, under 8 to go, and that's unacceptable. If you're going to be a championship caliber team, which I think is the goal for this program, for this team, it's been set, it's been done, and now you got to uphold that standard. This is not it. Boogie, who are you pointing at? Why are you pointing and then just jogging from half court? Condon, you did a good job getting back in the play. You're a big man. Micah, you're a big man, but we've got to book it all the way back to the level of the ball. Nobody gets to the level of the ball here. And I'm calling timeout if I'm TG, and I am just lighting into my team because this is gonna get you beat 10 times out of 10. You might get away with it against the lesser opponents, but we're in the SEC now. It's time to lock in and play with great effort, great focus, and great intensity the whole way through the game. Similar issue here. We have no effort, no urgency to get matched up. We have Ruben. He runs to the rim to try to stop the ball, but now we've got 3 people in the charge circle. We have nobody matched up to, again, not a high volume shooter, but somebody that's shown the ability to make a shot, and he knocks that down. All right, guys, on this one, pretty critical play here. You're trying to get a steal, you're trying to get a quick foul. Time is of the essence here. You've got to be locked in, you've got to communicate, and I'm a huge believer in CJ Ingram. Let's see here, he's trailing a little bit, and he hesitates as we get to this action. That little square up of the shoulders right there tells me he's thinking we've got to switch this. Boogie's positioning, again, you've been called for this foul already, not him in particular, but the Gators as a team. I don't want to give that up either, but he's in no position to switch. To me, whatever the call is, I don't know if it's to switch, is it to not switch. Boogie's in no position to switch. CJ's got to understand that, and you've got to have each other's back. You give up this long run out. Incredible recovery here. He gets this block cleanly, by the way, which I thought real time they gave us one. But and guess what? We're not back. We're not back to box out. We're not back to get the rebound. More time comes off the clock, and then we finally foul. Now this is really good effort. This is championship level defense. Look at Urban fighting. He's trying to not get ducked in. We talked about Isaiah fighting on this duck in earlier in the game or earlier in these clips, and he got called for the foul. Urban's proactive. He posts up on the guy that's trying to post him up and doesn't let him get a clean look to get this catch. Next, we get Boogie trying to make a play, doing the right thing, trying to ice it, forcing the ball handler back to the baseline. Ruben's there, makes the effort to stop the ball. Boogie's back in front. Ruben gets back. Boogie almost gets a steal, but now he's out of position, which is fine. I like the aggression. Ruben makes another effort play to get back and keep the guy from getting a layup. Boogie takes Ruben's man. Isaiah Brown's flying around. Ruben flies out on the best player on Missouri's team. And now Boogie's fighting for his life down there. And he does a great job forcing a steal and forcing us to get fouled. And now we're going down the other way. So, I mean, this is what it has to look like. This is the defense that can fight through not making shots. It can win you games when you're not the most efficient offense that you've had. I mean, guys, if you don't buy into this, we have no chance. If we're not doing this on more possessions than not, we have no chance to even be a good team in the SEC, let alone win the whole thing. So if we can get more of this, we have a chance. It's tough. I haven't seen this team really rally around this mentality yet, and time will tell. But right now, we're not in that spot. Extra points I just wanted to hit on. This is a textbook coverage here. Missouri runs a lot of this zoom action. Sometimes they'll set it. Sometimes they'll just burn through. Xavier Lee's on top of it. He sees it. And this jump switch is elite. This is how, this is teach tape to me. You want to jump out and deny that handoff so they can't even run this action. And what's it lead to? An offensive foul going the other way. But last point, last clip here. Analytics guru Sapphire, whether I agree with him or not on sagging off Trent Burns, great call here to foul Sean Phillips. The ball is way down the court, and we get an intentional foul up here in the top right corner of our screen to send a bad free throw shooter to the line for 1-and-1. He misses it. We get the ball back only down 2, and we get a great chance to extend the game and really buy some possessions there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. That's all I got for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you like about these videos. Let me know if you have any opinions about this Gator team, man. I'm all ears. Love to have the conversation. But without anything else, man, I hope everybody has a great day. I'll see you in the next one.